Hey everybody, Webby Motor here. Welcome to episode 21 of our F1 2018 career as we look to go to Bahrain, where we just hope to have a better race than we did in Australia. Joined on stream by Greg. G'day, Greg. And just a quick reminder, Greg's got a Twitch channel, Greg05 as it is now, not Greg05 anymore. Now we get to clarify and say it's 05. And he's been hammering away on iRacing whilst I've been lax and haven't been on stream at all, like for ages. Like, I'm surprised you remember what I look like. Now that you do remember what I look like, I don't blame you if you just go somewhere else like that. That'd be fine. So like I said, we're here for to do the Bahrain race for our second season. Australia wasn't good. Like, look at that. We finished 13th. It was a bad race. We have a bad car. But a poor worker always blames his tools. It just didn't work out for us. So we're hoping to have a better race in Bahrain. If we don't, then we might have to tweak that difficulty level downwards, because the car's gone backwards in terms of the development scale. And I've got Loose on chat here. I thought you were developing it to be better. I was, Loose, but it didn't work. What do you want me to tell you? But anyway, I hope everybody's having a terrific Friday or Saturday, depending on what part of the world you're in. It is a beautiful, beautiful day here in my part of the world today. Blue sky, a couple of wispy clouds. I think it's about 20, 21 degrees out there. And here I am inside playing video games because I'm just a boss like that. And of course, speaking of things nobody cares about, including what I think of the weather, the Mexican Grand Prix on this weekend. And that sure is the thing that's happening. Do you care, Greg? Yeah, what a great day to spend inside. Luce has nailed it. So I'm already nearly a veteran. If you could have veteran effort of driving a bad car, I'd be like Fissy before he went to Renault. All right. So we have a time attack at Baku in a 1978 Lotus. An overtake challenge at Paul Ricard in an F2004. Yep. Loose passed on the message that Greg sucks. I think that's very harsh, Loose, and you better have some documentation and some proof to back that up. Don't make me call you fake news, Loose. Oh, now I have to remember how Paul Ricard goes. I think I remember, for the most part. This might take a couple of goes. And then we're going to have to see if we can find our mojo at Bahrain. I'm really depressed about the car performance after Australia. But, yeah, hopefully we can get some performance back. Clearly this is also the best time of day to stream because, yeah, I think Luce and his cat might be watching at the moment, so that's good. Hello, Luce's cat. Me. Gonna call it out and say it's me. Here we go. I'm a bit out of practice. Why can't I drive this car in my career mode? The F2004. Greg sucks because he's not talking. Yeah, fair enough. Liz says the sound from the game isn't working. Oh, I know why that'll be. Let me fix that, guys. Sorry about that. That'll be because I use a retarded Logitech headset. That'll be why that doesn't work. So let me just fix that. Thanks for the heads up, Luce. Appreciate it. Yeah, there we go. That fixed it. You noob. Look, Luce, you expect me to test things? Come on, man. I'm an engineer. Yeah, test shit. Enjoy the sound now. It's probably why you couldn't hear Greg speaking as well, by the way, Lou. So it's not that Greg's shit, it's that I'm just a really shit host. It's a shame, because Greg said some really, really insightful things, you know. Yeah, I know. Like, philosopher of the modern age, Greg. And I've just completely deplatformed him on my channel. God, this car feels so nice to drive. Yeah, I want to do my career in a car like this. Then buy F120 2004. Oh, I'm gonna be 2 cars short here. Two cars short of passing the target. That's alright, we'll do it again. Told you I needed a couple of laps to warm up. Maybe I've just got like really bad. Like I'm just not as good as I used to be, and I didn't start from a high plane as it was. We're just gonna have to push harder. Yeah, you bet. Here we go, Luce. This is Webby's self-deprecation stream. That's alright. That's part of the track for sure, without doubt. I didn't collide with Clark. What are you talking about? That was the liberal use of the curves, though. There's no doubt about that. As was that. One car to get in 15 seconds. Got him. There we go. Got it done. I really need to do a custom helmet for this game. Maybe get my Angry Birds helmet back. Inspired by that guy who we saw on your iRacing stream, Greg, with the big smiley face.
Yeah.
I'd at least want to put some sponsors. I think it's a shame that the game doesn't actually just impose the sponsors' logos onto the helmet for whatever team you're with. Like, it should at least do that, because the helmets just look silly without that.
I know we were expecting some new developments this weekend, but
Oh,
some of them are...
come on!
Make sure you indicate what you'd like readability.
Come on, why are they all failing all the
more respected you are as a
friggin'
driver,
time?
the stronger we'll be during contract negotiations.
God, that's infuriating. Look at that. I've bought...
respect throughout the paddock. You need to drive clean and bring home good results.
Shut your mouth.
Warnings and penalties from the stewards
Go on,
the
shut
other
up.
hand will lose you respect. So be careful.
So, I've got bloody 3 of these Q&A upgrades, and the bloody parts are still failing so regularly. It's freaking infuriating. But at least we're now the 4th worst car and not the 2nd worst car. We've moved ahead of Sauber and McLaren, so that's good. So I've had to waste more points. Oh, it's all I'm doing at the moment is just wasting points on doing Q&A upgrades. I've got 3 on chassis, 3 on aero, 4 on power unit. Sorry, 3 on power unit as well, and I still more parts fail than don't. It's bloody infuriating. I don't even have enough points to buy the next Q&A upgrade. Brrr. Well. But at least our chassis... So the 2 that failed for Melbourne have at least worked this time, but the new one we bought for Bahrain has now also failed. So I think for this year we've bought 5 upgrades, of which 3 of them have failed when they've implemented one, when we've got to the point of implementation. It might be even 3 out of 4. 75% failure rate. Oh, I work for a good team.
Oh dear.
Alright, Bahrain. What a surprise, it's not raining in Bahrain. Colour me shocked. Let's go to practice. Let's hope we can have a better weekend this way. Melbourne was just really frustrating. Really, really frustrating. Not being able to fight for points.
Welcome to the deserts of Bahrain, where the Formula One circus has rolled into town. We're expecting the cars to appear out on track shortly to start today's practice session. Now then, Anthony Davidson, we've had some really strategic races over the past couple of years, thanks to the current 3-tyre compound system, and of course the groundwork for all those strategies comes from the free practice sessions like this one. So what do you think of the current tyre regulations?
Well, they've created some, I wouldn't say exciting necessarily, but certainly interesting races. There have been a lot more questions around, like how long can someone stay out on this set, or will they have the pace to catch another car if they suddenly bolted on a set of ultra softs, things like that. When everything comes together, we end up with multiple cars nose to tail on different tyres, all fighting for track position. So on the whole, it's definitely been a positive step, I feel, for the sport.
Carl probably mentioned the new parts that have come in from the factory. Well, they're all fitted and good to go.
Apart from the one that failed. Apart from the one that failed, that's not in the car, of course, because, yeah, we suck. Okay, good stuff, mate. Well done. Alright, so I'm imagining it's going to be dry all the way through here. Yeah. We're all good. Let's just get this party started. Medium tyre. I'm sure I'm going to feel like I've got such a bucket load of grip with this thing on it. Whoa! Fair enough. Traction is no good. Oh. That gate's way too much on the inside of that corner. Yeah, lots of understeer, Jester. Just not a lot of grip at all. Just understeer and oversteer all in one go. Just a magic car. How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make your confidence in your car disappear. Ta-da! Oh, we're going to be doing this again, aren't we? Ooh. And it carry less speed into that corner. Car doesn't like it. Exactly the same score from the last lap. Lost the back end there. I ended up with one too many downshifts there. That was better.
Practice program over.
Oh, we didn't even get purple. Ah. miles off the pace as well. I just noticed on the clock. 5.2 seconds slower than Hamilton. 1.5 seconds in the first sector alone. 0.6 in the middle. 1.1 in the last. Anyway, won't care about that for now. Let's do tyre management. What's with the pausey audio? It's weird. Wow, we're a second off the target time. That's pretty trash. Yeah, just wearing the tyres out driving in a straight line. What is this, CDDP? Wow, this isn't going well. This is just as bad as Australia. That's infuriating. Go to hell, bucko. This is ridiculous. I don't understand. Like, we can't even do the friggin' lap time. This is exactly the same as Melbourne. Like, we did not have a problem with this last season. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know whether there's been a tweak to the game that's made like the target lap times even harder to achieve than they already were. But this is ridiculous. I don't even know. I don't know. In terms of lap time, I imagine that we're dead last by a mile. Oh no, we're 2/10 in front of Sirotkin. Well, that's nice, except he's on the medium. Half a second in the first sector. Half a second up in the middle sector on him. 10th down in the last sector. On Gasly, he's on the medium, and we're 6/10 off. This is we're not doing this. This is getting stupid.
An interesting practice session there. Then let's remind.
Clearly, I'm not good enough for this difficulty level, so I'm going to turn it down. Because otherwise, this is just going to become a real labour. This is going to become just painful, the way things are at the moment. I don't really understand, because in the other season when we changed it up to 105, everything was Daijo Burr. But now I can't do anything. Oh, I can't change it? I thought you could change it. I thought you could change it mid-weekend now.
Start difficulty.
Yeah. But I was wrong. Well, I guess we're stuck with it like this, aren't we? Good. That's great. Maybe I'll download a setup. This is because this is just going to get painful. I can't even do the lap time target in practice. I feel like they've changed something. I honestly do. Because I don't remember it being quite this difficult. Like, I remember us struggling to get purple, and maybe we just get green. But I can't, you know, I'm off the lap time, and that's even with the bloody ERS turned up. I haven't got any Steam setups yet, so let's have a look here. Australia, let's have a look at Bahrain. That looks like a Toro Rosso, doesn't it? Bahrain, Toro Rosso. Any of them rated? Doesn't look like it, does it? Let's get rid of Toro Rosso. Oh, Sebastian Vettel's got his setup in here. Isn't that nice? By most popular. Let's try this one. Let's see what that's like. Let's have a look at it first. 4.4 low downforce. That's interesting. Soft. Brake pressure's down. Tire pressures are in the middle. Ballast. I don't know. Might be better. Let's try it out. This is clearly what we're doing right now just ain't working. And you said it's low downforce, so gaining time on the straight. Against the Delta, it's low brake pressure there. Well, I'm not a fan of the traction for starters.
Are you alright? Engine off.
Or,
Engine off.
to be more specific, the lack thereof. Let's try that again. Yeah, that lack of brake pressure is painful. There's no redeeming this lap time at the moment, is it? Nah, this isn't gonna work. I can't capture back 2 seconds a lap. This is infuriating. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't understand. Wow. Still a second off. I don't even know. I'm having to overdrive the car so much just to get to the friggin' lap time target. I feel like they've made a change. They must have made a change. Oh, I'm about to lose. I'm about to lose it. I'm not happy at all. This is ridiculous. I can't do any of these. I can't get anywhere near the lap time. Oh. Oh, that was a great place to stop, Matt. Well done. You idiot. Yeah, we're turning the footy down. I'm not putting up with this. This is ridiculous. I can't even remember where we took it to 105, what race it was that we did that. But it was midway through last season, and we were still getting good results after that, so something has definitely changed in this game. And once again, I will reiterate that there is absolutely no need to make these target lap times so ridiculously difficult to achieve. Because what if you just wanted to start at a low team? What if you just wanted to start at a low team and work your way up, and you got no way of hitting the target lap times to even get resource points to improve the car? Look at this, we're on hot lap mode, and I'm still only just on the target lap time. Like, I understand I'm a long way from the world's best driver, but I'm not driving poorly. And now our tyre wear is just, the tyre's wearing driving in a straight line, because that makes sense. Well, at least we got the lap time by 2/10, but we got heavy tyre wear this game, honestly. I was saying early on in my career how easy it was to accumulate resource points. I wonder if they've done something to correct that. Like, that's why they've made this process harder, because people are just gathering resource points way too quickly. Because I definitely said that early on, that we were gathering resource points very quickly. Early on in our first season. That wasn't a criticism, it was just a note, but I wonder if they've done something to correct that. I'm infuriated. We're done. Just going to do the qualifying in the race in Q3, in FP3. Absolutely infuriating. Game.
As all the cars are now over the line, your top three
thank you,
again
bearded Canadian Isa.
Ricciardo, Hamilton, and Valtteri Bottas.
I don't even know how I'm playing the game at the moment, because I'm utterly infuriated by it. Like, look at this. We're 8/10 off the Williams on the same tyre, even though we're in hot lap mode. They've definitely changed something. This is preposterous. We were not having this problem in our first season. And I was hoping that in Australia, when we saw it, that it was just down to the fact that the car had gone backwards. But it's not. There's something that's changed here. Because there was no way the game was this hard. So I'm cranky about that. And I can't do anything about it. Because I'm locked into 105 until God knows when. I don't know. Let's just do FP3 and get this pain over and done with. And then, as soon as we're off that, we're going to wind the difficulty back to 100, because I'm not putting up with this. This isn't fun. It's just like, what I want to do is build up the car and make it better and improve and move forward. So that's what we've done. We started at 100 last year, and we got better as the season went on, and we jacked it to 102, and then we went to 105, and we were still getting pretty good point scoring results, and that was good. All of a sudden, we've started this new season, and we're last, and I can't do lap times. So there's something different. Something's changed in this game. In one of the 10 release patch releases they've done since it came out. I think it's 10. They've changed something. I'm absolutely adamant that they've changed something. I don't even know how we're going to go with this. we might not get anywhere near the lap times here either. And I know our pace last season at Bahrain was pretty good. So it's not just I can't drive this track properly. Look at that, 4/10 at the first corner. Okay. This seems utterly pointless, doesn't it? Thank you for the follow, Beard of the Canadian, Beard of Canadian visa. Really appreciate that. Look, no, this is pointless. This is utterly pointless. What the hell have they done? I don't even know how I'm losing 4/10 at the first corner and I'm taking it perfectly. This is, I don't want to swear, but far out. I do want to swear. I should change that. Let's just, it looks like does the game just want me to add wing? Let's add wing then. Yeah, this badge is a yoke. It is a yoke. Okay, so I've put some wing on it. Let's throw some qualifying pace. This is insane. Oh good, so now I'm losing all that time in a straight line. That's alright. Let's see if we can get something back at the first corner. No, still 3.5 down. Far out. I don't even know. Whoa!
What happened? Let me know you're okay.
Okay. Eight tenths. Wheels spin sometimes. No, that was the car bottomed out on a curb and spat me around. But I drove over that curb quite a lot. That's why I was so surprised. A second down. I don't even know. I don't even know. We're done. I can't get anywhere near those lap times. I got no idea what's going on. This is just all a farce. It's legitimately a farce. Go to hell, game.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session then.
If we have to wear this game at the difficulty that it's at now for this race, then we'll do it, and then we're changing it. We'll go back to 100, and we'll see how it goes then. Don't care. Honestly, don't care. Can we change it yet? Nah, good. Fantastic. See how we go in true qualifying. I don't have high hopes. I'm so perplexed by the lack of performance. Like, Australia was bad, but this is even worse than that was. So either I'm just progressively getting worse, or they have legitimately changed something.
The cars are ready, the drivers are
I actually don't
ready.
even
Hope
care
you're ready as
what this
well.
Muppet's got to say. I usually listen to it, but I don't care. I don't want to leave that much wing on it. Let's see how this goes. Got on that curb. Balls it up coming out of the last corner. Currently slowest by 10th. Last sector was actually pretty good despite the mistake. 3/10 in the first sector compared to Grosjean. Where is Leclerc? Hasn't done a lap yet. I mean, not Leclerc, Gasly. Let's fast forward a little bit. Still the slowest. Gonna be the slowest. Gasly, P6. That's not embarrassing for us at all. 27.6 to my 28.4. 8/10 in the first sector. 4/10 middle sector. 4/10 up in the last sector. Oh, that can't be right. He must be on a 21. Yeah, I'm slow. Not faster, slower, 6/10. It's just slow everywhere. Just everywhere. It's just slow. I don't even understand.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
We're done. Last. Pretty sure second race in a row we've been last. Not improving. Gasly on a 26.8, us on a 28.6. Lazy 1.8 seconds between us and our team. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just amazed. I don't even know what to say. Let's see if it gets better in a race. I don't think we can change it before the race. Yeah. Yeah, I don't care.
So before...
Our grid position is not as high as we had hoped, but push hard in the race and hopefully with a bit of luck, we can finish with a positive result.
Excuse me.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
Come on.
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
But no straight line performance. Throttle's going to 100. I was a bit worried there that, like, maybe I wasn't getting full throttle, but...
It should be a few laps at least before you start feeling too many tyre issues. They seem in good condition for the time being.
Yeah, because I really gained an advantage by doing that then.
Pierre is in for his stop.
Yeah, whatever, car. Honestly. What the hell was that?
have some kind of mechanical problem. Push now. We're boxing this lap. Box this lap, please. Release.
And there's the Renaults we're racing against. This is a disastrous race.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. You'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
I'm glad someone does this. I just don't understand why I'm losing the time loose. Like, you're watching me drive at the moment. I just don't understand why I'm slow. What's going on?
is in the pits. Yellow flag.
Friggin' AI, go to hell.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs. Okay, clear.
Codemaster's patches help you quit sooner. Yeah.
there. Box, box. We're coming in this lap.
Huh. Quit now. We'll see this pain through to the end.
Okay, remember to pit this lap. Exit, exit now.
Oh, the eternal battle with Ericsson continues.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Nansen rocket. How many crashes? Oh, I did have one tangle with the AI. That was about it.
Cool 100 per hour.
Ah. This is the anger gland of a non-F1 2018 playing person. This is the anger gland of a person who's played F1 2018 for 10 years. Quit now. Every race is doing you damage. Can't hear voice chat.
I'm very,
Right. Thanks, Logitech. Piece of shit company. Messing with my settings all the time. Them and Apple. I can't decide whose updates are worse. Apple, whose latest iteration of iOS 12 means that my phone just randomly disconnects itself from the car. So I'm sitting there listening to a podcast and it just stops.
yeah.
I've got to pull the USB cable and plug it back in again.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's just spectacular. If you watch an Apple,
If you're watching, I really could use it.
no, I don't want their money. Just fix your software, you scumbags.
There's the audio level, so can't hear you either.
Why are you so far down? Weren't you higher in the first season? Yep. I swear, Codemasters has changed something in the game. All of a sudden, this is infinitely more difficult. I can't hit the... it was the same in Australia, where I couldn't hit the targets in practice, and in a race was 13th. This is even worse. I don't know what's happened, but yes, I don't understand why we're so slow. But I'm turning the difficulty down because there's no fun. There's no fun in this. Yeah, I think they did. When I said, we're able to accrue like resource points really quickly, and that's good. Now, like, I'm going to start turning difficulty up. Clearly, they were paying attention because they've made it much more difficult. So I think one of the latest patches has made a change. Because when I first went to this 105, like, when was it, Hungary or something like that last season? We're still getting good results. Then all of a sudden, we've got no pace. None at all. So I think one of the patches that Codemasters released has made the game much harder for me as a player. For whatever reason. But lucky you weren't here for practice. Like, practice was a disaster.
No.
There's 3 laps of
No, I mean the Senraku.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Like, okay.
So now, I should do stuff like that over the race, which is what I'm doing now. I do that.
But yeah, we're going to turn the difficulty back down to 100.
100 is going to be enough. What did you start on?
100.
Okay.
We'll go back to where we were. Because clearly this is, I haven't got worse. Well, I might have, I don't know. But this is infinitely more difficult than what it was. Ha! This is much more difficult than at any other point it's been. And in Melbourne, I thought it might have just been the car performance.
Yeah.
But here the car performance has improved to be ahead of Sauber and McLaren, theoretically, and yet I'm getting absolutely smoked by those guys, even in a straight line. Like, Fernando driving past me on a medium tyre. I mean, what the hell, game? It's not like I'm making mistakes all over the place. I'm on a soft, he's on a medium, drive straight past me.
Halo's a magician.
In a worse car. Yeah, I feel like the game's expecting the car to have improved to a point, and it just hasn't. Yeah, so here's these target lap times, and the car just can't do it. Like even on hot lap mode, I could not get to those lap times that it was expecting me to do. So yeah, for the next race, we'll turn the difficulty down. Turn the difficulty down. If I remember rightly, we had a pretty good race in China in my first season, so I think we might have got on the podium there, perhaps. Or maybe got a 4th or something. Anyway, I remember it being a good race. So it'll be a good benchmark. Because I can tell you, there's not a lot of fun trundling around to 17th. But I feel like I've actually driven pretty well. Like even Ericsson on the soft tyre in front of me, who should be slower than me on that tyre, he's pulled away from me this stint. And I haven't made a mistake, apart from I made one on my outlap. And theoretically, the Toro Rosso's a better car than that Sauber, but there you go. That's where we're at. This is like, in real life, it'd be like, France just be like, so Matt's performance has dropped off. I feel like we have to get him out of the team. I finished 6th in the championship in my first season, for Christ's sakes. Like, I split the Red Bulls. Got 3 podiums in this car. And here we are, 17th. Not weaving over to greet your team, you can go to hell. You gave me
luck. It just wasn't our day today.
You gave me a hunk of garbage.
Great effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hound on the wheel, of course.
And now it's time to wind down and celebrate after that fantastic Grand Prix. Here they come, your top 3, out onto the podium.
at least Ferrari won. Yeah.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table.
Pierre
It's
got
a good
10th.
result for Lewis Hamilton.
Pierre got 10th.
Great work out there today.
Not really.
How do you think it went?
Terribly.
Did you struggle to get through all that traffic today? It was more like dodgems than Formula One today, wasn't it? Appreciate your time.
It was audible. It failed the goal as well. That's terrific.
Commiserations on that result. It's been a tough weekend.
Yep. Still can't change it. But we will now. I think it's this button. There we go. Let's see if that works any better for us. I don't know. As I said, it seems to have changed. Yeah. I don't even know what to say. Like, that's been 2 disastrous races for us for the start of this season now.
Okay, we had the new parts come through from the factory. We'll get them on the car ahead of FP1.
Yep. How's our wear going? Yeah, not bad. Not going to have to worry about that for a bit yet. Alright, so I'm very keen to get into practice and see how our times are now that we've wound that difficulty back down. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be as representative as what the race test and that is, but we'll see if it's easier to do the target.
First up is today's practice session. Anthony Davidson is here as usual to help take us through the action. And I've seen some questions on social media and other places about this current crop of F1 cars and why they're so much faster now.
Whilst that's
despite
going
being
on,
significantly heavier than the previous generations of machines. Take us through that one.
I'd be happy to, Crofty. And simply put, it's a matter of grip. Now, that comes from 2 sources.
Yep.
You have what we call mechanical grip, which comes from the surface of the tyre sticking to the road. And these tyres are significantly wider now when compared to previous years, so they have the potential for more mechanical grip. Then you have the downforce, of course, which pushes the car into the road as the air moves over it, thus generating grip. And these cars have about 20% more downforce, which is more than enough to overcome the added weight.
yeah, I'm not happy. Pull down that visor.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
Right, so it's dry all the way through. That looks good. Oops. Let's load my China setup. Alright, let's see if this goes any better. Yeah, fair enough. Just gives me control straight away. That's new. Don't stuff it up on the outlap. Yeah, thanks, Wu-Tang. I don't know, the game just gave me control straight away, then there was no countdown. Oh, it started to rain. The bloody thing didn't say anything about rain. Freaking hell, game. And their DRS. I can't turn the car because it's wet. This has gone great. I reached a new milestone in my stream last week. Got my first sub. That's fantastic. Well done, Sunraku. 28 has given me some troubles with flying laps as well, yeah. That's awesome, Sunraku. Well done, man. I did turn your volume up a little bit, by the way, Greg. Oh, man, I've got no grip. Nah, this is ridiculous. Next time it's going to rain,
Okay.
you scumbag, put it on the monitor, yeah? Dry conditions and overcast. Yeah, not very dry out there, is it? No. What a bullshit artist. Fast forward a bit, yeah? What are they doing out there now? Alright, let's see what that's like. It's still a bit wet. This game's doing a very, very good job of making me supremely unhappy with it today. Fuck's sake. Come on. Oh, yeah, thank you for the sub, Ryan. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. Nah, fucking had it with that. Sorry, language. Hey, shit for brains, wearing a shirt. Next time you tell me it's dry, you make sure it's dry, yeah? Overcast with dry conditions. Yeah, it feels really, really dry out there. It doesn't feel greasy at all. Dingbat. That's racing, am I right? Yeah, getting screwed around by a dopey engineer. That's a lot like racing. It's better on the soft tyre than it was on the medium, but still. Just got that. Oh. But we almost lost that because we just had no grip in the middle sector. Let's end this session. Let's go to FP2. Hopefully
Interesting practice session
it's
there,
not
then.
as bad.
Let's remind ourselves of the top three, who are Hamilton, Hülkenberg, and Kimi Räikkönen.
Don't know how to gauge that because all we done was that couple of compromise laps. Get a better feel for it in FP2 and FP3, which are hopefully more dry than FP1 was. Oh, reminds me, I've got to set a rival, don't I?
Here you can see a list of eligible drivers to declare as your rival. The more challenging they are to beat, the more the paddock will respect you for succeeding.
That'll do. I've got no idea where we are, so I'll just choose Stoffel. Since I lost reputation because I lost to Carlos Sainz. It does say dry conditions and cloudy, but yeah, we'll see about that. So where did we mess up for track acclimatization 2? Yeah, we went wide there, didn't we? Fuel management. Let's do it. Excuse me. Shaman God TV, yay. Welcome to the stream, good to see it. Thanks for stopping by. Ah, come on, no grip. Oh, hey, Code Portal. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. What else have we got here? I love your character there with the Toro Rosso suit. Thank you. Hello, hello. And I'm also a Toro Rosso fan. Honda Power. No argument from me. Alright, let's do a better lap this time, yeah? Mrs. Breaking Zone for chat, you know it. It's what I do, man. It's what I do. The sacrifices I make for you people. Ah, like that. Gah. I just hate how that game does that. I totally blame the game for me having a wheel over the other side of the curb and then stamping on the go pedal. Oh, it's fine, man. Don't worry about it. It's the reason that I use flashbacks is so I can engage with people, you know? That's the whole idea of the channel, is to engage, not just race. Well, that certainly makes it easier, doesn't it? we can just lift off on the straight. Yeah. ERS management. Let's see what we can do here. The car's still pretty short on grip at the back end. Good. Okay. practice 3. Let's go.
As all the cars are now over the line, your top 3 again are Hamilton,
So
Perez,
P12.
and
So well, obviously this is much better for us, being on 100 rather than 105. I'm so disappointed that we had to do that just to get our competitiveness back. It's very disappointing. I raced on 86 for AI, I don't feel bad. Yeah, well, I mean, we managed to go... Midway through last year, we went all the way to 105. Or midway through last season, went all the way to 105. And it was fine. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what's changed. But our competitiveness went from being pretty good at 105 to absolutely tanking. So I must have just got worse at this game. that's my theory. Okay, so we're in FP3, so now it's time to do our race strategy. I mean, we'll see how it goes once we get to qualifying and the race. Oh, Ninja Gamer, it looks like my little Nightbot's having a bit of a crack at you. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. He's a bit aggressive. I need to reconfigure that. The Nightbot's only there so I can answer people's questions in regards to my wheel. He's pretty aggressive, the old Nightbot, though. If I only have more time to play during the weekdays. Consistent play is getting better. Yeah, so when I started my career, we started on 100. And then as our results were getting better, we first all moved to 102, and then moved to 105. That was fine. And then all of a sudden, at some point, there's been I think Codemasters have changed something where it's made it more difficult, and then our performance has just tanked. So. At least I think they've made something. That changed something, sorry. That's my theory. We started this second season, and we went from fighting for pretty solid points, even on 105, to being 13th in Australia, 17th in Bahrain. So I'm not sure what's changed. So I wonder if Codemasters have done something, because I know that getting resource points was very, very easy. I found even on 100, 102, initially 105, getting resource points was really easy. So I wonder if they've made it more difficult to get the target lap times. And the AIs, and they've tweaked the AI. But in the meantime, they've made the AI faster. So, because it was definitely a problem with over-aggression from the AI. I wonder if they've tweaked it to make it more race cleaner, but it also means they're getting closer to their absolute lap time all the time and just making it more competitive. Yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal. I don't mind racing on 100% AI. It just means I'm not as good as I thought I was. The main thing is that we have fun and we have interesting races to watch. So I don't want it to be easy, but I want us to be able to be competitive. Inda High Car is F1 and IndyCar. Inda High Cars are more faster than IndyCars are F1. FOD Inda High Car. I don't know what Inda High Car is. That's easy. We're currently fastest at the moment as well. That's a problem. We might have to tweak it. We might have to go up to 102. And maybe just the 105 level has just crept up. We're way under the lap time, which is good. Qualifying pace. Let's do that. Whoa! Almost had the mother and father of all accidents then. Indy Heck Fodder Transport Transit. Sorry, man. I don't know what you're on about.
Program complete and adjust.
Okay. Into hit car. Estimated qualifying position. First. Okay, so I think 100 might be too easy. I just can't get the balance on this game. Estimated qualifying position, pole position at a Toro Rosso. Oh, so 100's going to be too easy by the looks of it. We'll see if that actually happens or not. It's going to turn into a bit of a
Look at the
farce.
classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top three. Wood, Verstappen and Sebastian Vettel. That concludes an interesting practice session.
So
Let's
we're
hope
a
for more
lazy 4 seconds faster than our teammate. And that all we've done is gone from 105 back to 100.
Fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy.
You're right. The game made it. And not only that, that lap, I bowled it in the middle sector.
You had an incredible pace in practice. Would you say that you're pretty comfortable with the car? Great. Well, that's everything.
Joshua Danger, yeah. So, I mean, all I've done was turn the difficulty down from 105 to 100 because something tanked the performance, right? Like, for whatever reason, we couldn't hit the target lap times and we had no performance. So, you know, we took it back to 100 because I think Codemasters made some adjustments in some patches. It's made it more difficult for me. So, you know, just adjusting to that. And now all of a sudden, here we are, estimated to be on pole position for this race. So we may have to go to 102 or something. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it now. I can't change the difficulty now, as you can see. So yeah, it's 100 now. It was 105. So if we win this race, we win this race, I guess. Yeah, I know. The difference between 105 and 100 is me being 17th at Bahrain, qualifying dead last, being 17th in the race, and now being fastest at Shanghai. I mean, we'll see if that actually happens, but far out. It shouldn't be changing that much. I think Codemasters have made some changes to make it more difficult to get the target lap times in practice. That's what I think they've done on the higher difficulties. And they've made the AI faster. Probably tweaking their aggression because they had to do that.
Here in Shanghai, China.
It's not so much about dealing with the pressure, it's more about how you approach the risk, and just how much of it are you willing to take. You're constantly balancing the car on the edge of grip from braking, cornering and traction. And over the course of a lap, it's easy to get that balance wrong. And that's why achieving the perfect lap is almost impossible. As you say, I've been doing this 30 years now, and it never gets any easier.
Okay. Let's see how we go. This could be utterly hilarious. Remember, no great times in Q1. Yep, you just got to get through. via Corinthians. Not sure. Not sure. English or Japanese only, please. And Japanese only at a stretch. Onegaishimasu. Alright, so we've gone fastest. That's good. We'll see how much fastest we've gone. That's great use of English, by the way. Then maybe you should stick to Japanese. We'll see how much faster we've gone. 0.6 faster than Perez. Oh no, hang on, no, we're not. That's good. We're not fastest. Good. I didn't want us to be just slaughtering everybody. 0.3 first sector. 1/10 middle sector. 0.4 last sector. Okay. That's good. Who's quick? Alonso last sector. Interesting. Comfortably fastest as well, isn't he? How fast How fast is Van Dorn in the last sector? Hasn't done a lap yet. Oh, interesting. But that should get us through. Oh, soccer club in Brazil. Gotcha. Ah, okay. Is that like Go Corinthians, is it? Like, yeah, Go Corinthians? You're right, I have heard of that club. Okay, so we're 6th fastest. That's good. Gasly, 33.1. Us 0.7 faster. So I haven't got any worse, because that's back to the performances we were getting when we had it on 100. So, yeah, I reckon they changed something in the higher difficulties. Maybe they were getting complaints that it wasn't hard enough, even on the maximum difficulty. I know some people, that you know, the really, really good guys, were saying that even on max difficulty, the game was too easy. So if you get beyond 100, maybe they've stretched it to make it much harder. Maybe where we really need to do is about that 102, 103 mark. But we'll toy with it. So long as Nando beats Stoffel by 4 or 5 positions, the AI is rock solid. Sorry if I'm quiet tonight. FGO stuff, you know how that is. Yeah, man, I do. I'm playing through that Ghouls and Pumpkins event. There's a lot of grinding going on. Oh, I'm waiting to finish off the main quest. Oh, thank you for the follow, Bruno. So you may have it talks like a GIF, but you can't keep it. Can't have it. Can't keep it. Just look at it. Yeah, but there's going to be a lot of farming going on with that. There's some stuff that I want to get, and I know that Hero Ellie is pretty good as well. So I'm looking forward to being able to option her up a little bit. But at the moment, I want the Embers to power up my top fleet of servants. So FB2. We're gonna try and do this on a soft. How goes the race? Bahrain was a disaster, Deradros. Good to see you, by the way. So what we did is we turned the difficulty down. Because clearly they've made some changes. So now we're back on 100, and we're killing it. And it's a lot more fun. But we'll find it, we'll balance it out. 105 might be too difficult at the moment. So we'll balance it out. Yeah, I think Greg's affiliate now. In fact, it's not, I don't think. I know he is. Thanks, Joshua. Thank you for the follow, Joshua Danger. Really appreciate that. That wasn't very good. We went a bit wide there. No, we've bowled it. We'll go back and we'll do it on the ultra soft. The way nature intended. Alright, let's try this again. Did you know that I won my first league race in R Factor around this track? I think it's in my second full season. Maybe my first full season. Anyway, it was inside the first two of them anyway. And I'd been desperate to win a race to show I had the skills. And we started the new F1 season at Australia. I was in the lead and I ran out of fuel on my in-lap. If Luce is still watching, he'll be able to laugh at that. At Imola, because it was based on a 2006 season. I think it was 2006 F1 season. At Imola, I blew my engine up whilst I was in the lead. And then we got to China and I lapped the field for my first win. Yeah, my first win in a proper sim race league was at this track. At least I think it... No, well, I mean, in R Factor it was. In LFS I'd done other things, but it was seated at PO6. Yeah, Luce is there. There he is. And, yeah, we showed up at China and I Grand Chalemmed it. I lapped the field, led every lap. Fastest lap. And I made it look like it was the easiest thing in the world. It was insane. Well, not every race was like that subsequently, of course. Otherwise, I'd probably be in the E-Race series. But it was just one of those weekends. One of those tracks and car combinations that really suited me. Now, I didn't do that great there, but there should be enough to get us through. I hope. Yeah, easy. Vettel did do it on the soft. Hulkenberg. Yeah, Alo didn't carry his pace though, did he? Gasly 33.9, us 1.3 faster. So, but yeah, it was yeah, that was interesting though. It was good fun. I remember those days. I'd raced prior to that on a game, a little known game. I don't know whether anyone plays anymore, called LFS, Live for Speed. That was my first actual sim racing game that I ever played. In a league. First time I ever got a wheel and all that kind of thing. That would have been 2007, I reckon. 2007? Yeah, 2007. I started playing that. That was my first sim. That was my start of my sim racing career. I did win a championship in that, in driving hatchback GT car, not GT cars, but hatchback cars. That was good fun. Back in the day. So good, I do have 2 sets of tyres. Let's go out and do a lap and see what we can do. I'll try and concentrate for this lap. Oh, and it's starting to rain. Oh dear. There's definitely a shortage of grip out here. For me, at least. I don't know about the AI. Not good. Not good. These greasy conditions, we just can't match the AI. Go out there now, just in case it's going to get wetter. We'll try and drive it like it's dry. Clearly the AI can do their dry lap times, so... Maybe the shortness of grip is just a figment of my imagination. Damn it. We lost half a second.
Just 30 seconds left in the session.
Nah, the grip's just getting lower and lower. That's all right. I'll still take starting 9th after the last 2 races, or 10th, no matter where we are. 9th.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top 3. Hamilton, Vettel, and Kimi Räikkönen.
Cool beans. Let's do the race. See if we can do better. It's a long way away. This is a long way away from being projector position first. But we really didn't maximize that qualifying session. But it's all good. It's all good.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Let's do this! Let's do this. Let's choke on some oxygen. Speaking of choking on something else, I'm just going to have, very quickly, corn chip. Because I'm quite hungry.
Ever since the Sauber of Felipe Massa passed Jenson Button into turn 1...
Went kind of silent there all of a sudden. I might have just started talking too low and
Shanghai has consistently
untriggered my mic.
racing, and
untriggering could be a
It's
good
where
thing for a
Lewis
lot of
Hamilton
things at the
effectively
moment.
lost the title in his rookie year, and it's where Nico Rosberg claimed Mercedes' first win of the modern era in 2012. We start
I'm
our
gonna
lap
have
here at
two.
Shanghai with the long, difficult right-handers of turns 1 and 2, the first of 16 corners that make up this 3.3-mile circuit. The incredible back straight provides the best passing opportunity of the lap, with speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour before the braking zone of turn 14. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk.
Yeah, come on, chat. Let's liven things up. We might be on for a good race here.
Could they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Seb doesn't talk to anyone on the grid. Immersion broken.
Exciting qualifying session yesterday. Let's take a look at how the cars line up. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Bottas, Daniel Ricciardo, and Sainz, Leclerc, Verstappen, Wood, and Nico Hülkenberg, Perez.
How many laps till front wing is broken? Zero.
And Ocon, Gasly,
Maru.
Magnussen, Marcus Ericsson, and Stoffel van Dorn. Stroll and Sergei Sirotkin rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
See if you can achieve 13th or better.
Oh, that's... Thank you. Thank you for your vote of confidence. I mean, I can't really blame you after the last two races, but see if you can get 13th or better that's inspiring stuff. I hope you took a management course to learn how to speak to people who work for you like that. Let's do this. Let's roll. Literally. Thunk, 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 thunk.
Okay, how was the pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well.
Right at the start, so I'm going to brake right in front of Webby's face and front wing gone. You know what else is going to happen right in front of Webby's face at that point, Deridros? The pause menu is going to come up and we're going to select restart session. Either that or I'm just going to punch something. One or the other. Leclerc, 7th. Sauber's he's doing a good job, considering that Sauber's worse than our car. Viewership's just plummeted. Everyone clearly was more interested in practice than they were in a race. Clearly they're all iRacing players. One more corn chip for good luck. Whoop. Should use a flashback for the formation lap.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
Can't wait for the day Webby loses it on the formation lap. It's gonna happen, mate. It's gonna happen. Here we go. Revs were too high for that. Oh no. Oh, turn it up, game. I hit it side on. What are you doing? Nah, we're just going to restart. See, you guys predicted that. It's all on you. My revs are too high anyway. I reacted. Anyway, we're just going to do this again. It's all good. I was happy enough to start that race again. It's not a problem. Oh, look at this. We're not being slaughtered in a straight line like we were.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
So Seb's gone off the front row down to fourth. But he did start on a soft, so... Can't catch that Ferrari in a straight line, though. Far out. Should have known he was going to brake earlier than me. It's something I need to learn. Because he's on the soft, he was always going to brake much earlier than me.
Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Thanks, Seb. Keep current.
Got that confirmed.
I'm really short on traction. One of the Mercs pits.
Okay, just to advise you, we're expecting the tyre grip to start falling off noticeably around now, but this set should be okay for a while longer despite that.
So we're in this lap.
In this lap, push now.
We can but hope that those other guys... We can but hope that those other guys get a bit of traffic. One thing that bothers me about FGO, give me a second, I will read the rest of it. I wish they cover up the girls a little bit more. Yeah, it doesn't need to be as
Don't forget, box this lap.
Some of the designs and the costumes are a little bit outrageous. So I don't disagree with that. Oh, let's have another corn chip. Feed the hunger.
Go now. Okay, you only have to stop once now. One stop left.
Oh good, there's a train of cars here we can try and take advantage of. I feel like this is just going to make it work out for Sebastian though.
taken some minor damage.
What? Oh, son of a bitch. If you type in exclamation mark wheel, it'll tell you what I use. That's why I use Nightbot. And it'll link you to exactly what it is I use. There you go. Fistfuls of understeer from that broken front wing. But I don't want them to change it at the stop, it'll cost us too much time. Wing damage is killing me. So Sebastian's one stopping because he's got the medium on. No DRS for us. Oh god, this is a mess, isn't it? If that was caused by Grosjean hitting me, then it was him who hit me. He had plenty of space, so there's no need for that. Hold him up, Pierre. And we're not really racing him anyway if he's one stopping, but... Give me some DRS, teammate. Oh, I didn't? Far out. Come on, game. Why did I not have DRS there? Ow, that hurt. But... that just makes me angry. Oh, now I have DRS. Hey Steve, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. Let me guess, you're from Latvia, yeah? Oh man, I'm a genius. It will forever remain a mystery about how I knew that. I think Alonso's leading this race. Oh, I really did hurt myself when I punched the chair there before. Cool, calm and collected. Webby took another back seat. That guy just does not spend enough time in the limelight. Just constantly shadowed over by his more grumpy alter ego. Alright, Alonso's pitted. so did Gaslick.
For his stop.
Just can't get the turn in for that corner with this broken front wing.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs. Boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Box now, please. Box this lap. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, some information on Raikkonen. They seem to have an issue. Caution, caution.
Oh, Alo. Oh, no. He's in the podium fighting position and his car's letting go. Hamilton's on a medium tire as well, I hadn't even realised.
Yellow flag. Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
Oh, hello. And we're second. Wow, look how fast Sebastian is in front. That's definitely the racetrack. Don't question me. Yeah, I don't think it's going to win me the race, Deradros, but I will say that after the first 2 races of the season, I'm happy with second. But of course, that means I have to keep Hamilton behind me, and Bottas, who's behind him. So the question is, can we make the tyres last? I just saw the message come up. I know it's a big one. It's kind of sad the championship is already over. Last week's race was great. It's a miracle that it even went to friggin' Mexico. But it'd be great if the championship was closer. Yep. It was interesting to see the top 3 had 3 different strategies and are all in position to win. Yep, I wish we had more of that. I really do. It was nice to see Kimi win again. But just like everything with Ferrari, it felt like $1 short and $1 late. $1 short and a day late. It looks like Red Bull should probably win this weekend, but we'll see. Interesting to see if they are in a position to do that, whether Daniel can actually take the fight to Max. I got my one more Kimi whip drive. I will finish that. I got my one more Kimi win before he drives off to the sun, Sauber. Yep. Could be worse. He could be going to McLaren. Sauber seems like a better option than McLaren. Depends how hard Merck and Ferrari were sandbagging yesterday. That's a good point. Probably trying to hide it from each other. But, yeah. Red Bull should be strong at Mexico, though. Because the power doesn't necessarily matter there, despite the long straights.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
I'll be just happy if it's 3 different cars capable of fighting for the win. That'd be great. Excuse me. Got to manage our fuel a little bit here.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Bit deep.
did really well. Super driving.
Corn chip to celebrate.
A great win then for the Maranello team today. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily
Yeah, you're right,
Son
Rocco, it is too
the
easy.
better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Sebastian Vettel takes the lead
We're
of the
straight up to
Drivers'
6th place in the
Championship.
championship.
Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Difficult call, but I'd like to say Esteban Ocon. He's just so gifted at getting the most out of his tyres, and he showed that today.
On to the constructors then. The lead at the top comes down after a...
Yep, so probably a bit too easy at this point to that. So maybe we'll try and jack it up to 102.
Great work out there today. How do you think it went? You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you? You must be happy with the result today. You're surpassing all expectations. Can anything or anyone stop you? It wasn't your rival's day today, was it? Great. Well, that's everything.
There you go. There's a lot of questions you had to answer then.
Fantastic podium. Well done. Keep pushing like this for the rest of the season.
What do we got here?
We've received invitations to new historic events. You'll be able to choose whether or not to participate before the end of this weekend.
Your race cars had a good pace throughout. Make sure you keep pushing development on your side. We'll do this. The R26 around Bahrain. I love the R26. Such a powerful machine. So bad. It's like a power glove. I just spat all over my wheel, so that's fantastic as well. I'm glad you guys were... The whole world was here to see that happen. Just the way I like it.
We take a break from the roller coaster ride of the Formula One season for a historic invitational today. It's a chance for us to watch some of the classic cars from days gone by, as well as a chance for drivers to try something new and enhance their reputation.
We'll just restart that. He was really slow at the apex of that corner. I just wasn't expecting it. Really slow. What baseball game's that, Sunraku? World Series Game 3, they're about to start the 16th inning. Oh, wow. I know a little bit about baseball, and yeah, that's a long game. Oh, would you look at that? We passed it. Baku. Oh, God. Oh, I forgot this was coming up next. But what we will do is we will... Oh, I didn't change the difficulty during that screen. Does that mean I can't do it? I forgot. I leaned over to press the button, but it was already too late. Can I change it? No. Oh, well, we're doing Baku on 100. I forgot all about it till too late. But anyway, we're not going to do it now. I want to thank everybody who tuned in to watch. I want to thank everybody who watches later on. I want to thank Greg for helping out with the voice comments. I want to thank everybody who participated in the chat box. It was a really, really good stream. You know, we turned difficulty down. It's probably a little bit too easy now. We'll adjust it. It have to be after Baku at this point now, though, unfortunately. But that's it. Chill out, as Will Buxton would say. And I've been Webby Moto. As always, I'll see you in the next one, yeah? See you, everyone.